Bazinga! 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 We're back with season 7 of The Big Bang Theory. Last time, Leonard left on a work trip to help Stephen Hawking run his experiment. Gonna be away from Penny for 4 whole months. Hope it's a fruitful expedition. Raj was unfortunately broken up with by Lucy, but he's also now miraculously able to talk with women without drinking, so that's pretty great. That's a good step forward in the right direction. This episode is titled The Hofstadter Insufficiency. That doesn't sound too great. It could mean that he isn't good enough in some way, or it could mean that his friends aren't getting enough of him. You know, those really corny guys are like, oh, you don't look so great. I think you have a deficiency in vitamin me. Let's find out together though. Full reactions on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps with the channel, and let's get started. Oh boy, Leonard. Seawater all in his mouth.
But this is important.
What is it?
Back to the Future 2 was in the Back to the Future 3 case.
Figure it out yourself.
Back to the Future 3 was, did you do that? Or am I in the house with an intruder? You're dodging the question. I knew it was you.
He's busy.
What was
What?
that?
What was what?
You didn't
This
hear
isn't a
it?
very good connection.
You know there's no such thing as a dream.
It's a dream. It's a dream. It's Sheldon's dream. He's fine.
Well, I was worried that you might be missing Leonard. That might be causing you to have bad dreams. You know, like the kind you'd get if you watched Clash of the Titans right before you went to bed. Perhaps I should sleep here, so you don't miss Leonard as much.
Uh-huh.
Because you're being kind of a baby about it.
Fine. You're gonna take the bed?
Good night.
Go sleep in his bed.
I saw this oil stain on the ground that was shaped just like my ex-girlfriend Lucy, and I didn't get upset at all.
Dear Lord, you're an astronomer. Although you may have, even the lowly dung beetle chooses to plot its course by using the Milky Way.
Really?
Is that true?
Everything I say is true. Now, of course, the dung beetle also enjoys eating feces, living in feces, and making little balls out of feces.
We're eating over here.
It shouldn't be hard for you to meet someone new.
How can I meet someone new when everywhere I look, I see Lucy's face?
In your
Tell me
salad.
you don't see her smile in the crust of this chicken pot pie.
Oh, would you stop it? Now listen to me, there's a welcome party for incoming postdocs.
You think you're so cool because your wife is a person?
Because your wife is a person.
Since Amy's out of town, would you like to join us?
I want you to be happy too, but not enough to do anything about it.
I don't think he'd be much help anyway.
I can't talk like that. Amy's right here.
He can talk like that.
Sheldon, stop. For the last time, I will not bring home bed bugs.
Oh, dirty talk.
Nice. There's a pool, a gym. The bar looks like fun.
Because I looked in the bed and there are no bugs.
The contrast of these
I love you
conversations.
too.
Did you ever wonder how Starfleet captains...
No.
No. Are they gonna play each other?
Why don't you just admit you only want to play this game because you always play it with Leonard and you miss him?
You overestimate his significance in my life.
The Leonard Insufficiency.
Do I miss how he makes a face on my toaster waffle with syrup?
Yes.
No. Do I miss the way he fixes the zipper on my jacket when it gets stuck? I don't think so.
Aww.
Do I miss how we say goodnight to each other? By the way, how are you with zippers?
Why?
Well, I really need to go to the bathroom, and this one's gone all cattywampus.
I think you're on loan on that one. I kind of want to see her whip his
Your work
butt,
on
even if it's
jellyfish
impossible.
neural nets sounds so interesting.
It is. You can download my paper off the university server.
I will.
Well, this was a lovely conversation. At least he's capable of having the conversation.
Mrs. Davis from Human Resources is here. She's probably on the lookout for sexual harassment.
Great. There go my chances of being sexually harassed.
I don't think it was high to begin with.
Her husband left her for a hot, young undergrad.
You know, I recently read a fascinating article on infidelity among penguins.
Why would you bring it up?
Okay.
So, if the fact that your husband left you makes you feel unattractive, just remember penguins get cheated on, and they're adorable.
He's not very good at this, but he doesn't have practice. Bye, Mrs. Davis.
It was better when you couldn't talk to me.
Maybe a little bit. I think he might have a better
A
chance.
lecture on posterior cingulate cortex lesions and the formation of autobiographical memory.
Say what now?
Oh, brain lesions are fascinating.
This is fun. We never really get to talk shop with Penny around. We usually just end up talking about boys.
From the two gentlemen at the bar?
Oh my gosh, boys bought us drinks! Boys bought us drinks!
Oh, Amy's so excited.
Guys are hitting on us, and not just to get to Penny.
You're right. Thank you!
Cute. They're enjoying it so much.
My queen can now take your rook from below.
So that means I lose, right? It's over!
Yay!
If I make this move, but I won't because we're having too much fun.
Play the regular chess.
Okay, let's
I want to
take a break.
see them play that together.
We're all out of alcohol.
I wasn't going to get alcohol.
Lies!
We could call him. I mean that you could call him. As I've explained, the absence of my friends does not cause me pain.
Okay,
As rock and roll
Sheldon.
bad boy Paul Simon once said, I am a rock. I am an island.
Island. Party. Why does he have so much facial hair and nobody else does?
Hey, it's Penny. Everybody say hi to Penny.
Aw.
Sounds like you're having a good time.
Best time of my life.
Really?
We were missing you.
Iceberg! Oh, hang on.
Iceberg?
Are you in danger?
No, it's a drinking game. Whenever we see an iceberg, we take a shot.
Oh. Act like you miss your girlfriend a little bit. Oh.
Cannot believe we were missing that jerk.
No, he's just having a good time.
You were.
Would you prefer he was miserable? Oh.
I thank them again and let them know we're not available.
So I can drink this without having to give up the goodies?
Yes, it's all
yeah,
cool.
sure.
Although if you wanted to talk to one of them, no one would blame you.
Ooh.
And why would no one blame
Ooh.
me? It sounds like you're saying that I could do better than Sheldon.
Boy, these drinks are strong.
Is that why she made the comment in the first place?
I just meant that you're not married and your boyfriend's kinda Sheldon.
And your husband is extremely Howard. What's your point?
Sorry, I have no point. That was a stupid thing to say.
Unfortunately, my brain is lesion-free, and I remember that rotten thing you just said about my sweet baboo.
Sweet baboo.
And I apologize. Can we please just let it go?
She's not gonna let it go, is she?
Your husband's weird and his clothes are ridiculous.
I can't believe it. All this time I've been doing nothing but sit around and miss that guy. And you know what the worst part is?
That you're having to process your emotional pain without vodka?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
He
what
knows
the
her so
second
well.
worst part is? He does not miss me at all.
Yeah, allow me to comfort you. At least you've got your health.
That was not comforting.
Really? That's it? That's comforting?
In 100 years, you'll both be dead and it won't matter.
He's good at
Oh,
this.
come on, you're supposed to say, but of course he misses you. The only reason he's partying is to cover up his pain.
Oh, no, I don't think that's true at all.
You're supposed to lie anyway, though.
Perhaps you're obsessively picturing him engaged in drunken coitus
No,
with another
that
woman.
wasn't it. Now it is, though.
Before Leonard left, he made me promise that I'd take care of you.
He did?
Aw.
Yes.
That's really sweet.
Plus, if I do a good job, he said he'd bring me back a sailor's cap.
Still sweet.
I'm sure Leonard's tormented every moment he's away from your warm embrace and cherry lips.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Oh, seriously?
After you lie, you have to keep up the lie.
Mrs. Davis, you know, you and I have a lot in common.
Is that right? Oh, yes. I too am in the throes of heartbreak. Okay, fine. I'll tell you about it.
She was not asking.
I have been toying around with an idea for 4D chess.
Back and forth in time.
All right. In 4D chess,
Not about 4D chess.
Tell me something about you I don't know.
I own 9 pairs of pants.
Something more personal than that, maybe.
When I first moved out to LA, I did a topless scene in a low-budget horror movie about a killer gorilla. Oh, after I did
Wow.
it, I felt so ashamed. Thankfully, that thing never came out.
I've seen that.
You have?
Serial apist.
Serial apist?
Howard found it online the day we met you.
Oh my god.
Maybe it was literally the moment you walked out the door.
Well, Howard's
But
seen her
I see
naked.
the type of personal revelations you're going for.
Okay.
YouTube changed its user interface from a star-based rating system to a thumbs-up rating system.
I don't remember the stars.
I tell people I'm okay with it, but I'm really not.
Wow.
Okay, you know what? I give up. I'm going to bed.
You just hurt my feelings.
What did I do?
Oh.
I opened up and shared something deeply upsetting to me, and you treated it as if it were nothing.
Sheldon, you are right. I'm really sorry. I should have known better. How about a hug?
How about a hearty handshake?
Come on.
Aww.
Now I know how you felt, getting mauled by that sex-crazed gorilla.
I see.
Night.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to have gone with them, which one would you have picked?
And we're talking again.
Seemed intelligent, kind of a loner. Maybe a little sexually inexperienced, like I'd have to teach him a thing or two.
Not my guy. I caught him staring at my rack.
Your short, sexed up guy kind of sounds like Howard.
Your brainy virgin kind of sounds like Sheldon.
Huh.
Good night.
This just got awkward.
I got to connect with you at a human level. You're a lovely person.
That's sweet.
Are you hitting on me?
No, that would be crazy. I mean, if I were hitting on you, you'd know it because you'd feel uncomfortable and a little sad for me.
It's just a nice moment. Okay.
Good night.
And now he's in love with her. Just kidding.
Like she accepted your apology.
And then some.
Oh, God.
I think we had a moment.
Oh, God. Raj.
Please, you did not have a moment.
Who died and made you king of moments?
King of moments. Sure, let him have it.
Fine.
This is the movie?
I'm so glad the police finally caught that psychotic, genetically engineered ape.
Oh my God.
That is my girlfriend, I swear to God.
Oh boy. You can see why she hasn't found work. Poor Penny and Sheldon both missing Leonard so much. Sheldon was even dreaming about him and losing him to the Kraken. And it also does seem like a very Sheldon thing to do to be so upset about the Back to the Future 2 disc being in the Back to the Future 3 case and vice versa. And it was very cute that he went over to Penny's all scared and then suggested that he stay over so she won't miss Leonard that much. He says she was being a bit of a baby about it. He can't just ask for a favor and for comfort, he has to have his pride. And then he takes her bed. Like, at that point, if she was unwilling to kick him out of her bed, she should have just gone to sleep in Leonard's bed, because Sheldon would have just thought that she was there on the couch, he'll be fine. Then they play 3D chess. I would have liked to see Penny play Sheldon in just regular chess. Like, I wouldn't say Penny would win, but she'd at least be able to surprise Sheldon a little bit, right? Because she beat Leonard her first time while she was still learning the rules, and he was like super embarrassed about it, trying to cover it up. And yeah, would have loved to see them actually play a game. Penny does miss Leonard rather fiercely too. She's so happy when Sheldon suggests calling Leonard. Leonard, though, having the time of his life, apparently he also decided not to shave. It's not that he can't shave, though, because everybody else on the ship seems at least well-groomed. Maybe he just wants to rock that beard because it'll just be like when he reunited with Penny at the start of Season 3. But yeah, he's partying it up, and Penny is upset that he's having such a great time while she misses him so much. I'm sure on some level she's happy that he's not completely miserable while he's there, but out of the two of them, I didn't think she would be the one with more anxious attachment issues. But I guess, again, going back to Season 2 and not wanting Leonard to leave at the end of that, it does track. And yeah, Sheldon tries to comfort her and just fails miserably. Do you think you're anxious because you're picturing him having drunken coitus with another woman? I don't think she was until you said it, but yeah, he kind of saves the moment by telling her he can't stop trying to help make her feel better because Leonard made him promise he'd look after her while he was gone. That's very sweet. And yeah, they got to talking and sharing secrets. Penny talks about her role in Serial Apist. She was originally so happy it never came out, but Sheldon already knew about it. Howard found it right after he met her for the first time, so apparently it's still available for people to find and watch. And I guess that is a very Howard thing to do, or it was a very Howard thing to do back then. And yeah, frickin' Leonard sharing the movie with his boat friends at the end of the episode. No. The acting, though, in that movie was so bad. Like, it seems like she got much better as an actress in the years after that. Like, she was impressive in that play A Streetcar Named Desire, so hopefully she'll be able to land a big gig soon. Penny, though, is upset when Sheldon shares his personal thing because it seems like a nothing kind of revelation from him, but he actually gets upset about it, and like, even if a UI change doesn't seem to match Penny's secret of doing a topless scene, it's really important to Sheldon, and I mean, I might not get it, Penny doesn't get it, but I'm glad Sheldon advocated for himself and that Penny apologized for not taking his share seriously. And I actually don't even remember this star system on YouTube. Like, I generally don't care too much about that kind of thing. There was one feature of Facebook Messenger that they took away. You used to be able to hold the emoji or like click down on it, and it would make it bigger and bigger and bigger until you let go. And they don't let you to do that anymore. It was fun to send oversized emojis for oversized reactions. And yeah, a lot of people these days are complaining about all the statistics they're adding to Twitter, though. You can see views now, you can even see bookmarks. I'm just like, yeah, it seems pointless, but I don't really care. But for Sheldon, I guess I would actually be curious to know what Sheldon's thoughts are on Elon Musk and also on Twitter and everything it's going through right now. Anyway, we see Bernie and Amy hanging out this episode, I think at a conference. They say they're happy to talk shop and science without Penny around, but it instantly becomes about boys again once some guys send over some drinks. And yeah, this episode just does not pass the Bechdel test. Most of them probably don't. But yeah, things get testy after Bernadette says no one could blame Amy if she wanted to talk to some of the guys who sent them drinks. And she apologizes and hopes they can move past this, but Amy says, your husband's weird and your clothes are ridiculous. I mean, yes, that's also true, I guess, but they were just trading barbs back and forth. And they eventually got past it when they were talking about which guy they would have preferred out of the two that sent them drinks. And then they found out that their preferred ones seemed more like the other person's partner. And they had a little awkward little goodnight after that. And then, yeah, Raj, he's still very hung up on Lucy, understandably. It's still relatively new, so of course I get it. But seeing her in a grease stain in his chicken pot pie, I mean, like, I get things reminding you of your partner, but actually seeing them in inanimate objects. And his delivery on one line was so good. Howard was getting a little miffed with him seeing Lucy everywhere, and Raj said to him, you think you're so cool because your wife is a person? Oh my god, that line is just fantastic. But yeah, Howard takes him to a meet and greet with some postdocs so he can find a date. And when it comes to social situations, I tend to approach them more by not putting any expectations on what I'll get out of it. Like, just there to hang out and have fun. Like, if you pressure yourself into finding someone, you'll miss out on the great interactions you could have otherwise. I mean, Raj actually really connects with Mrs. Davis. It's a triumph that he's able to talk to her without alcohol, but now instead of being happy about that moment, he's like, we had a moment, it was romantic. And loved his response to Howard saying you didn't have a moment. Who died and made you king of moments? And then he went to like, I'm gonna seduce her until she craves my flesh. Oh my god. Howard properly points out that he's not gonna do anything with her anyway, and Raj agrees. That just seems too accurate. But yeah, I did enjoy the conversation he had with Mrs. Davis. I mean, it started off terribly with Raj just bringing up her divorce and comparing her situation to infidelity among penguins, but he made good on it. He sympathized with her even if he compared her having kids with him having a dog. Howard said it was better when Raj couldn't talk to women. It was probably better for the women, I guess, but I mean, Raj needs to practice. There's no other way he's going to get better at this, so we'll be witnessing some more incompetence in coming episodes, I'm sure. Anyway, really fun episode. Full reactions can be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, really helps with the channel, and I'll see you guys next week with more. Bye, friends.